This is Noah. The heater in my room died, I think. Or it's in the process of dying because every time it clicks on to readjust the room temperature, it makes this very loud ringing noise. And it got to the point where at night I was thinking to myself, am I gonna wake up tomorrow and I was like in a coma from a car accident that I don't remember actually being in? And this is like my heartbeat monitor in the room or something? I don't know. Leave me in the comments below if this is all a dream. Getting into it. I like the Stadia controller a lot. It isn't perfect, but it's at the very least it's interesting to me. It's somewhat unique in its layout. I remember when people were first reacting to it, they called it almost like a gender-ambiguous controller because it features aspects of both the PlayStation and the Xbox controllers all packaged together, in that the Xbox face buttons are present and the stick layout from the PlayStation are present. The controller comes in a number of color designs. I have here the Founders Edition, navy blue one. I don't remember what the actual name of it is, unless if that is the name. And I have the Wasabi controller, and I will be getting the white one with Cyberpunk when that comes out. The two that I don't have, though, are just black, which is just black. And there's a special design that I would love to be able to get my hands on, but obviously I cannot guarantee it. I guess there's a special controller that was given to the internal members at Stadia where it's a clear controller, translucent. If I can get my hands on that, then I'll feel real nice. This is a nice variety, but in general, if you look at the competition, Xbox, PlayStation, even the Switch, I think at times, they have such a wide variety of color options that I think it is inevitable that the user base on Stadia will be asking for more. I've seen people create mock-ups of other controller designs that look really interesting. This Redditor in particular has created a number of really good designs, and before we even look at them in great detail, I just want to highlight that in my opinion, they did a fantastic job with these mock-ups because they look very professional. They have some hard color options, the scheme of which being having the body of the controller be like the hard, bright color, and then the sticks and buttons are the white. Sort of an exact opposite of how Stadia normally does things. Most of the time with Stadia controllers, they tend to be a very subdued color scheme, most of them being a dark color or just white, and then the sticks being the vibrant color. So in a way, this is very much just sort of subverting that expectation. I'm down, I guess. The other options they have are taking the white controller and giving it the Google color scheme. And I think when Stadia was first being rumored that it was coming to be, people were thinking that that was the color scheme they would adopt for their hardware or their interface or anything. And I gotta say that I'm glad in retrospect that they didn't, but I do think that having a controller like that might be kind of nice. You know, paying homage to the fact that it is Google, unless if somebody really hates Google and they don't want to see any more Google stuff in their house. Yeah. There are some people mocking up some special edition controllers that look kind of nice. We got one from Cyberpunk. But then you also have some people that are just creating customized controllers, which is also nice. Overall, it seems very apparent that people do want some more variety. I think Stadia has a good variety. It's certainly unique in its initial lineup of controllers, but I think there is opportunity to capitalize on this. But I do want to deviate from my script a little bit and suggest that perhaps the reason why they haven't gone more in-depth with their hardware is because in reality you don't need it. If you're playing on a PC, you don't need a controller, you have a mouse and keyboard. If you're playing on your phone, you use your touchscreen. So perhaps they don't go as in with this hardware, not just because it's only been a year and all that stuff, but because it wouldn't be a focus. They don't need it. But anyway, that's it for this discussion. Leave me in the comments below which controller you got and why, and what kind of colors you'd like to see them put out. This is Noah. That's the Stadia controller. See ya.